All right. It looks like the live stream. Oh. Okay. It looks like it's running well enough for me to do what I need to do. And I'm fine with that. So I'm going to do what I need to do. Today we're going to be taking a look at HTML coding. We're going to simply go through the source code of this web page here, and we're going to take a look at everything and give a quick explanation. First, we're going to talk about this. We're going to go line by line and explain what everything's doing. So, what we have is Doctype Html. Now you can see by this line here where it says equals equals $0 that it does nothing. It's just a declaration. It's literally saying, hey, it's an HTML file. Read it as such. This is a bit more information on the declaration up here. Your language is English. There's a class. This is just the school I'm with and the FTP server and stuff like that. It's also not important. Then from here, we've got our shadow root with our styles. Honestly, nothing too important. You can honestly just ignore that. And then here you can actually see the styles. This is CSS text, and honestly, CSS text is not hard to learn, so I'll let you look that up in your free time. But if we look here, we have our title, our description, author, and keywords. Title's easy. That's what's up here in the top. So if I change that to penis, there you go. Now the thing says penis. Description, just an informational hub. First, it does absolutely nothing. Sorry. Here's my name, Mark Hutchison. And then here's the content. It's just a coding class. So if you had a search bar and you typed in coding class, this would come up. We're going to ignore styles for now. I might do a separate episode just on styles, but so let's start with what we start with. We've got our body, the style. Its background color is going to be light gray. So this color you see here is light gray. Say we want to change that to light blue. That's what it becomes. I'm just going to do that for now. Next, we've got our navigation bar. So we've used a div to separate it into a kind of its own little section. So now it's not with the rest of the web page. And you can see the styles down here. It's been inherited from body styling and the navbar styling. So class equals nav underscore bar. You got your A command. That is simply just a link. Wherever you want the link to take you, what you want it to say. There you go. That's all this is, every single time. The only reason there's /A is you're telling the command that it's done. So as you can see, this is just going throughout the list. And boom, 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 boom. There you go. There's nothing special about the navbar. So let's talk about first line. H1. That's a header. The header, we have the style, the color is being defined. It's making the text this color. What do you want it to say? And the command. H2, color. That's your text color. So let's show you what happens if I change it to green. Now it becomes green. That's all it does. And then I am human. H3, I'm trapped in a computer. That's what it looks like. Next, we're going to get to the paragraph right here. So you start your p text for your paragraph. That's how you'd start text in HTML. And I assigned it a class, paraStyle. If we come down into my style sheet, you can see it's loading all of the information regarding this class and then translating it here. So that way, I don't have to keep typing it out and styling it, because it's all pre-made for me. Next, we have a second class, the fancy class. It's got a link, and it's got text, and then it's got a link taking you to just Google. Similarly, if we go to the mail to page, it's got a link taking you to a mail page. That's easy. Now let's take a look at my rainbow text. So this is a mixture of rainbow text and a link. Here's the styles. So background image, I'm using the WebKit gradient effect. So it's literally just a gradient. And it's a linear gradient from left top to the left bottom. And goes from red to orange at 16%, to yellow at 32%, to green 48%, and so on until it reaches the bottom, and then it will repeat that over and over and over until it fills everything. Next, let's look at our burger. So, we're going to take a look at Burgie. So first, I defined the text color. I just wanted it to be red. But you can literally make it. You can make it blue if you wanted. Now it's blue. And this is all it says. This is Burgie, the floating burger. So if I were to edit this, boom, it changes what it says. Then I have a few line breaks. So this just causes everything to go on a separate line. So let's say I don't know, let's say I can't really add anything. Add attribute. No, I can't. So I can't add lines in this, but I can show you something. Right here is the image. If I go to Google and I type in, I don't know, images, you can do this with anything. So let's say I want this cat eyes to be the image. What I'll do is I'll select the image. And remember, all edits I am making are only temporary. I'll inspect the source code, and you'll see the exact same command. And right here it says source. Now, in this case, the source is pretty large, so I'll go with a different web page. You're not going to find a lot of images that have a source that is too big to copy. Just most of the time you will. Or sorry, just sometimes you will. But anyways, if I do that, that changes the image to that. Replacing this source data with whatever image you want makes that the image. And if you hover over it, that says Burgie the Floating Burger. If I change the title to be Purple Flower, now when you hover over it, it's purple flowers. Coding really isn't hard. You just have to have the patience to learn what everything does. This is just another pair of styles. And right here we have OL. OL stands for ordered list. So what it will do is it will create the space for the ordered list, and then for every list point, or LI, it will create a number and assign the information inside. So I've just assigned buttons. What I have is I have the beginning of the button, then I have the word inside of a class fancy. What you can also do is you can reverse it. So say you want the P to come beforehand, or you can just completely remove it, and it makes everything look a lot neater, per se. So my class actually forces it onto a separate line, but if I remove it, now they're in line. Finally, we have a fourth header, and then we've got a paragraph where the color has become blue, and a link in which the color reverts back because links defaultly do that. Now say if I do add attribute style equals text decoration none. Oops. I don't know if I actually managed to do anything. Editing source code on this sucks. Oh yeah, what it should do is it should remove the underline from this, but I can't edit right now. And then, so this page only uses 3 things: your text, your link, and your image. Now, don't really worry about images because we will be talking more about images later on, actually, in the next video. This is all about embedding. Embedding is the simple policy of taking an image or a video and putting it into your web page. If you guys would take a look, or if you guys would like to take a look at this ahead of time, there's the link. You guys can go to my websites, go through all my tutorials. Some of them you won't understand, some of them I don't explain very well, but I try my hardest to make sure that everything is well worded. So user inputs